From this weekend's media chat, now that time you go understand, say, politicians do not want the betterment of Nigeria at all. Politicians do not want the betterment of Nigeria. From this weekend's media chat, you go understand. Now, when I understand, say, they don't want the betterment of Nigeria at all. Because when this thing they go, they can't ask Wike for that media chat. Can't tell us, say, why you no support Peter Obi in 2023 election?
Let's just look at your...
Why do you support Peter Obi?
You know what Wike talk?
No, he have no chance to win the election.
Oh, my shock. He can't go more. Can't they talk, say, in election, say it's not always the best that wins the election.
In politics, it's not always the right that, oh, this is the best candidate.
Say Peter Obi knows how to play the game. That's how he supports people. Be say, he go sit down, analyze who go feel win the election.
I said, I sit down as a politician and I analyze the candidate who is likely to win.
Oh, Bob, I give up. At that time, I can't know, say, for Nigeria to be good, he long. These people go there like this, analyze, okay, this person, he good, but this one, he bad. Here we come. That's explained it. Because all the sagas, all the things where they bring about that time, they talk, say, if forgery result, that US drug saga.
Bola Tinubu is a known. I went there.
Oh, Bob, everything where they talk that time. No, all these politicians where they run after that, nobody mind. They know send. All they know, we say, we are heading here. Now they just using Nigerians to play politics. Is it, may we give up? Sure say we no give up, because this will be like say, no go better at all. If we come out like this, expose this kind of thing, say it's not always the best. It's not about this person is good. It's not about, say, bad person. That means bad person if you win election. Any wrong person if you win election. They have been supporting the wrong person at the detriment of Nigerians. Oh, God. It don't be. Maybe they take the country as it be. But what thing I like, we say, after they don't talk, say, Peter Obi, no, if you win election. That person can't ask him, can't tell him, say, but Peter Obi got 6 million votes. You know, answer him.
We won this Abuja.
But he got 6 million votes.
Peter Obi go against all odds. They don't believe her. Now, what thing when they switch me for this whole thing? Peter Obi shut them mouth. If you say at the end of the day, Peter Obi can't get 13 votes, therefore they happy. But he shut their mouth. 6 million votes. So what thing they do now? Why, in fact, as a matter of fact, why PK come now to address the media? Now gaslighting. 2027 is coming. They have started again to gaslight the Nigerians to make them believe that Peter Obi cannot even go again in 2027. But he got 6 million votes. Winning FCT, winning Lagos. So what are you people talking about? Against all odds. Upon all your betrayal, upon all the mugu way you do for back. Peter Obi still go. It means that all these politicians, they don't like Nigeria. They don't want Nigeria. Go waiting they want now. Person way go they bring money, make them they chop. Nigerians, may we look for way. May we look for way. Mama mia.
Let's just look at your...
Why do you support Peter Obi?
No, he have no chance to win the election.
Okay,
I don't go to where, you see, people like this kind of social media candidates. I don't do social media candidates. I see that as a politician.
We won this Abuja.
But he got 6 million votes.
I said, I see that as a politician and I analyze the candidate who is likely to win. In politics, it's not always the right that, oh, this is the best candidate. No. You see, Nigerians today, and their politics, so many factors come in. And I have always told people this. Whether it is correct or not, it's a different thing. Okay? Look at Tinubu one. Mind you, whether APC likes it or not, it was very, very turbulent for Tinubu to have scaled through that election. His own party administration, you could see, people don't want to speak the truth. Before that election, Putin things that would have made him to fail the election woefully. The fuel crisis, the Naira issue, it was terrible. No party in government would at that time bring such policy when you know you are running an election. But everything was done and he survived it.
Honorable Minister.
He survived it. So that's how you will know that there are people, first of all, God is on their side. Two, they also know this game. He must give it to them.
Honorable Minister.
You need to know. Go and check. And you see, these things are there. I can assure you that majority, if not all, of the people following Peter Obi and Dati, they are doing it at their own accord. Look at me. I left my business. I run the biggest aircraft maintenance facility across the entire West and Central Africa. I have my own airline.
Right.
But I left all that comfort. How many youth today, whether old or young, in all those parties, can boast? Most of them are there to benefit. And you see, we are okay with it. We in Labour Party, we are okay because you see, all the kind of money and the resources that is being shared is mostly stolen fund. Because nobody will actually work hard earn money and be given thousands of dollars to delegate. It doesn't happen anywhere in the world. But you see, when that money is not yours, you will spend it as if you don't care. And this is money that belongs to the Nigerian people. This is money that belongs to you and I. That is why we have no good road. We have no good hospitals. We know that after every 10 years, Cameroon will release the dam and there will be flood. What did you do about it? Years over years, decade over decade, there's no plan at all. This is the only country where people, you keep students at home for about 8 months and you don't care. So for us, the issue of Labour Party is survival of Nigeria. We're not doing this thing. I've not been to my state, my village, freely to Borno State, Borno South, in the last 10 years. It's not a joke, but we're not talking about money. That is why for anybody who has conscience, who is sensible, this is not time to talk about what you benefit. Right. By the way, the party has been on since 2002. It's an old party. It belongs to civil servants, yes, mostly workers. It's not that popular, but let me tell you this, everybody is tired. Everybody's tired, and that is why we're here today.
There's so many things you can do with Nigeria, the vast land in the north. So, devolution of power and resource control, we will deal with, and we'll deal with it aggressively and ensure. I'm not happy with what is happening in Niger Delta. It's unacceptable. Look at what they're going through. We've exploited their oil over the years. We need to fix it. The remaining resources are used to fix Niger Delta while producing resources all over Nigeria. And every part of Nigeria can be a huge resource production center. And that's what Labour intends to do. How do we tackle the issue of IPOB, Boko Haram on all agitations? I've said repeatedly, I will dialogue with every agitator. There's nothing wrong in agitation. I will consult. Governance in democracy is about consensus. I will consult, I will dialogue, I will meet everybody. Dialogue is normal. Agitation is normal. So we will deal with everybody. We will make sure we sit down and talk and resolve issues amicably. Issue of power. Issue of power is one that we intend to tackle aggressively. First is that today, Nigeria have installed capacity today of 12,000 plus. And that, even if you produce, it cannot be wheeled because your transmission line can only take about 6,000. And that is a problem. And your distribution infrastructure is also weak. First is to upgrade and ensure that I deal aggressively with the transmission and distribution infrastructure to be able to take what we can produce immediately, which is about 12,000. On that, top of that, is to deal with issue of ensuring that those who are in generation today are supported by making sure they get dedicated gas supply with policies that are consistent, and then start dealing with new ones that will come in, including bringing in embedded captive power, anything you can do to ensure renewable energy, to ensure that you ramp up that as quickly as possible. It can be done. We have over 100 million Nigerians without electricity. According to World Bank, it's 90 million, but for me, it's over 100 million. That is unacceptable. So you have to declare war on power. If South Africa with over 50,000 megawatts can declare emergency, we will declare war here in power. In terms of flood control is the simple. I don't know how to describe it. The reason why we have the flood situation we have today, and I thank so many governors who are intervening, including Governor Okowa, and what they are doing to manage the situation. But it's something Nigeria can manage and reduce the devastating effects by just dredging. And the silt in all these rivers, River Niger and River Benue, by working on them, by channeling things properly, by doing dams and everything. If Nile in Egypt can maintain today the Nile and it's functional, where they say no Nile, no Egypt, and Nile is 6,650 kilometers long. Nigeria as a country can deal with Niger, River Niger, that is only 4,184 kilometers long, with River Benue that is 1,004. If you bring two of them together, they are still about 1,000 short of Nile, and yet Egypt can deal with it. We can deal with this too. And contracts over the years have been awarded, but people have mismanaged it, and we will deal with it. I assure you that this situation cannot arise. Even now that is the situation, I will stop everything and go and stay there. When I look at what Bayelsa is going through today, I will be living in Bayelsa as commander-in-chief with them, showing empathy, showing everything with them to show that it is a country. On issue of, I think, with all this, for me, it is a question of how do we continue to ensure that our economy is productive. And I've shown that this economy can be productive. I'm a wealth creator. And what this country needs is people who can create wealth. People who have created wealth can manage it more efficiently than allowing the country to be managed by those who have never created anything. Thank you.